What's up, guys? It's Angela, and this is going to be my review for Pretty Little Liars Season 5, Episode 21, Bloody Hell. Bloody Hell, there we go, in a British accent, because it obviously refers to Wren. That is what everybody is going to say, so I'm going to say it too. If I would have thought about it a bit, I could have probably figured out that the blood was going to be in Spencer's purse, since she was the one over in England, and bloody hell is a British phrase. And it could also refer to Wren. Just saying. God, that would make me so mad if Wren is A. But where is Wren? Where is Melissa? Well, Melissa's in the damn barrel, and Wren is back in Rosewood. No, I hope that is not the case. You guys, I really hope that is not the case. I will do something drastic, like eat my shoe or something. It's crazy. I do not want Wren to be A. That is like the one person I do not want A to be, because we hardly ever see them. Wren or Melissa. Anyway, let's get into this recap, and enough of me rambling about how much I don't want Wren to be A. So the girls minus Hannah are visiting Allie in prison, and they're telling her all about Mona's plan, and they will figure out a way to get her out. Allie is asking where Hannah is, and they cover for her. And then Allie tells Aria that she has to tell her lawyers about Mike, but Aria wants her to hold off. So Allie says she'll wait, which I was like, well, dang, Allie's actually been agreeable for once. And she's not trying to hurt Mike, but she realizes that she might not have any other choice. So if all goes horribly for Allison, then she's going to have to feed Mike to the defense team. Hannah chickened out and could not go back to the prison, and they need to figure out who A is before the trial, so Mike doesn't go down with Allie. Oh, Veronica. Veronica cracked me up in her first scene in this episode. She finds out that Spencer went to see Allie in jail, and she is not a happy camper one bit. She's like, this family is bending over backwards to keep you out of that place, and you just go voluntarily marching in like one of the frickin' 7 dwarves. I'm gonna say dopey. That's just me. That might be mean, but dopey. Aria is sleepy, and we'll get to why she's sleepy in a minute, because I think she's just dumb and blind to a certain situation that I'm going to talk about in a bit. I'm so excited. Like, I half hated, half liked this episode. It was kind of filler, but then it was like kind of information. Does that make sense? It wasn't as big of a filler as we've been getting lately, but it wasn't amazing episode, especially with the finale right around the corner. I would think that they would increase in the drama and the suspense, but they didn't really do that. But I still liked the episode, so I didn't hate it that much. And Veronica, tells Spencer that she got her an interview at Oxford by talking to Wren, who she supposedly hates, and she's leaving tonight. So Aria and Emily, I think, might be there. Aria and Hannah go to see Mona. Damn, where's my head at tonight? Aria and Hannah go to see Spencer before she leaves, and Hannah heads upstairs, but Aria stays behind to talk to Mrs. Hastings for some legal advice, and she tells her, I'm not your lawyer, so I can't do a confidentiality thing, and Aria pays her $1 to be her lawyer for an hour and asks her about Mike. Any person with common sense would figure out that Mike is in a shit ton of trouble, but I kind of see why Aria did. I mean, it's her brother, and she's nervous, so, she just wanted to make sure, I guess. But paying her $1, that I literally laughed so hard. I was like, way to be a big spender, Aria. And Talia is quitting the brew and moving away, and I was like, oh, thank God, go away, I hate you. The only way to get Toby's attention apparently is over a police scanner, according to Spencer. Well, no, it's because you're being a dumb bitch, and you will not talk to him, you will not thank him for trying to protect you. Okay, if you're watching this video and are one of the people that are saying, Toby's being such a bad boyfriend, what's gotten into Toby? No. Okay, we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one, because Toby is being an amazing boyfriend and Spencer's being a little cheating bitch. I'm just saying. I mean, Tanner is right on her trail, and Toby's trying to lay low, like back off of Spencer to avoid trouble. And then Spencer goes and doesn't push Johnny away when he kisses her. No, she needs to understand that he's a cop now, so he can't do everything that she thinks he should be able to do as a cop. He has to stay in the law or risk getting arrested himself. And I am 100% behind Toby. And I'm tired of the abuse from like the last 2 weeks going on over Toby. This is ridiculous, people. Ridiculous. I'm ready. Let's see. I kind of lost my place now. Hannah is suggesting that they should come clean to Mrs. Hastings and ask for help with the whole A situation. All of the girls think it's a good idea, except Aria, of course, because her brother would be screwed and she doesn't want to rattle A's cage. Don't you guys think it's time for an adult to intervene? I mean, we've been going on, what, like 5 seasons? And I know, like, the timeline's only been, like, 2 years. But still, this is getting ridiculous. You need some outside help. Allie is writing Mona's name on a table when Mrs. Hastings shows up and wants to know why the girls are visiting. And Allie wants to tell her side of the story on the stand, but the lawyers won't let her. She wants to tell her story because for once it's the truth. And Veronica says that Allie will need a very good coach if she wants to take the stand. And Allie asks if she would be her coach. Veronica knows how to get her... Yes, I have one of those annoying clocks, and it is a pain in the ass right now. Especially because I have lights on. It hoops louder if you have lights on. But Veronica would be a really awesome coach for anybody to have on the stand, because I just feel like, yes, she's a lawyer and she's paid. That's her job. She knows how to do all that stuff. But she's very well-spoken and can probably get her way out of just about anything. So if Allie gets Veronica on her side, things might be looking up. Let's see. Andrew wants to take Aria to see All the President's Men. He says it will be fun. It's a thriller about getting messages from a shadowy figure who knows everyone's secrets. And Aria's just like, great, because that's my life, Andrew. That is my life. Yes, Aria, I feel you. I've never seen it. Have any of you seen it? Is it any good? Let me know down below if it's a good movie. Andrew said it was about Watergate, and I'm like obsessed with, you know, history and things like that. So I might check it out. Wren and Melissa are away in Kent for 24 hours when Spencer arrives in England, and she meets Colin. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? Are you serious? Of course this would happen. Of course. This is gonna like go into a huge ass tizzy with everybody being like, no, Wren is back in Rosewood. We all know this, and Melissa's dead. And I was wondering if Veronica could have actually been talking to Colin when she called over there to get the recommendation for Oxford. Maybe he was just pretending to be Wren. But here's another thing. Why would you go away when you know your sister's coming into town? I mean, I know it was like sudden, so they might have already been there. But if I were Melissa, I would be wanting to get my butt back, you know, and see my sister. Especially when the last time I saw my sister was on a confession cam where I was confessing to murdering Bethany Young. That's just me. Anyway, Allie is doing the laundry and she passes the table where she wrote Mona, and somebody has gone underneath it and wrote told everything. I was like, oh great. So we got A in the jail now. A is everywhere in this episode, which is one of the reasons why I kind of like this episode a little bit more, because we did see some things from A. So that was nice. That was nice. Let's see. Talia's gonna stay with Emily because her and Eric are going through some stuff. I'm like, great, back together, but she's gonna crash at Emily's house, and I'm just like, oh my God, Emily, you are pissing me off, because last episode you were over Talia, and now you're back on Talia's side. This is just ridiculous. You should just slam the door in her face and go be single for a while. Do you? But nope. Not one bit. Aria wants to talk to Cyrus and see who contacted him, but they find out he was injured in an accident and is in the hospital. And Allie finds a tin can under her bed with a mini doll, and it says, "You're already over a barrel, want to be in one too? A." So A's in the jail. Okay, we know this. A wrote on the table, assumingly, and slid a can through the cell bars. Great. Spencer is having an interview at Oxford that seems to be going super well when her bag starts to bleed, and she's just like, I need to go to the bathroom. And she's so embarrassed, and she's freaking out, which I would be too if my bag started to bleed. And she calls Aria, talking about it and talking about how Ace must have slipped the vial of blood into her bag before she left Rosewood. Well, here's also another possibility. Wren is A, and he got Colin in on it, and Colin slipped the vial of blood into her bag. That would piss me off if that were the case so bad. You guys don't even know, but that is a possibility. That is probably how she got through security without anything being noted or alerted, whatever, to the presence of blood in her bag. And she's freaking out. She doesn't want them to find toes in her bag next. So she is very, very nervous and just wants to go home. She doesn't even want to see her sister. She just wants to leave. I was so sad for her because I thought her interview was going so well, and then that happened. Okay, Emily is practicing for a pageant, and she says that when she can take control over her life, she invites Talia to dance. Over it, don't care. Cyrus tells Hannah and Aria, who go to visit him in the burn unit, that it was not an accident, and he writes down carjack on the back of a little gauze pad. And let's see. Oh, Spencer gets an A text that says, "Keep calm, but watch your carry on. There's more blood where that came from." A. I'm going to skip over the Emily Talia shit because I don't care. And Hannah and Aria are in an elevator, and they realize that Cyrus's note does not say carjack. It says Varjack. As in Paul Varjack from Breakfast at Tiffany's, as in Allie's favorite movie, as in Ezra calls Allie Holly Golightly. Let's see. Paul Varjack is also a writer. Ezra is a writer. Let's put the pieces together here, people. Paul Varjack, a writer, Ezra Fitz, a writer. Ezra Fitz calls Allison De Laurentiis his Holly Golightly, and she has that passport with the last name of Varjack, I'm pretty sure. I was really excited about that because that was clues pointing to Ezra and away from Wren, and I was like, yay, because I want anybody to be A except Wren, but I think it would just be so awesome if Ezra is A, because it would totally make up for that crappy I'm a writer storyline that they had going around when he was slinking all around town and they didn't wrap up. No. And I want to know why the hell hasn't anybody read Ezra's book? Like, every time anybody gets close to it, something happens. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and they realized that Cyrus spelled Varjack wrong because they spoke. They didn't text or email. That's why he doesn't know how to spell his name. They spoke on the phone. And they want to get back into the burn unit, but they can't. But who was in the burn unit but A? A is everywhere in this episode, and A was laying on the bed in the burn unit just chilling out while the girls were there, assumingly. Does a little creepy rise up from the bed and like lurches over to Cyrus. So safe to say Cyrus is going to be in a barrel by next episode, but then we aren't going to find out that he's in that barrel until like season 7. But Cyrus is a goner is what I think. They're never going to find out unless Allison knows who Varjack is. Alrighty. Oh, Ted and Ashley get engaged. Whoop-de-doo. The pageant lady tells Emily that contestants must be in good standing, and they think it's referring to the fact that she's a lesbian. But no, I thought that too. It's actually referring to the fact that she knows Alison De Laurentiis, and they don't want it to look bad. And then Talia basically threatens the pageant lady to give Emily a donation. And Aria is looking for Mike's schedule in his room to find out where he is. And it's on a dartboard, like, way up high. I'm like, why would you keep your schedule there? That's just such a dumb place to put it. But she's standing on Mike's weight bench, and we found out that A loosened the weights in last week's episode because she goes crashing to the ground and is freaking out. Andrew comes running in to save the day, and they have this super cute, adorable little kiss that I was not opposed to one bit. I actually thought it was kind of sweet. And Aria is devastated because she realizes that it could have been Mike. And Andrew tells her if it would have been Mike using that, then it would have fallen and crushed his skull. So Aria's, like, freaked out for her brother. Understandably. Mrs. Hastings is flipping through Allie's file and then calls, like, Spencer in a rush, telling her to cancel her flight home. What could this be about? Could she have found out something about Allie? Could she have found out that the cops are really looking into the girls, that Hannah might be arrested, is going to be arrested, followed by, the other girls, like, what is going on, why she's so disturbed and telling Spencer to stay in London while her sister's not even there. I mean, come on, Spencer just wants to come home, lady, jeez. What do you think that's about? Do you think Spencer's in any danger? Let me know what you think. All right. Hannah goes to see Allie, and she brought magazines, but they took them. Poor Allie. Boo-hoo. Allie honestly thought she was helping the girls by telling them what to wear and how to act, but she can't do that in jail, and she realizes that it felt really bad. Like, now that she's in jail and is being told that by, the guards and stuff like that, she's realizing that that is how she made the girls feel, and she's appearing to be remorseful, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Allie remorseful? Can Allie ever be remorseful? She asked Hannah if they can start again, and Hannah says she doesn't know, but they can try if she's honest about everything. Okay, so then Hannah asks her who Varjak is, and Allie doesn't respond. That's it pretty much for the episode, except the ending A scene. Great. So another mystery we have, I think it's Ezra. Who do you guys think Varjak is? I would be so freaking excited if it's Ezra. I mean, that's like the obvious answer, but it just fits. Like, sometimes the obvious just fits, and I could be a complete moron, and it could be somebody completely different, but I'd be so happy. Yes, let me know who you think Varjak is. Do you think it's Ezra? Let me know where you think Wren was this episode. Was he really in Kent? Was he stuffing Melissa's body into the barrel? Where was Wren? Where was Melissa? So the ending A scene. Oh my goodness. Okay. So A is stuffing $20 bills into the Bible. The Bible's for the jail where Allie is. I'm like, what is A doing? He's got this whole, like, stack of 20s. So A is, as we all know by now, well off. And he's just slipping them in there. Like, what point could that be? But I actually wrote down the verse that I'm assuming was corresponding to what A was looking at. And it says, "Vengeance is mine and retribution. In due time their foot will slip, for the day of their calamity is near, and the impending things are hastening upon them." And I had to Google it because I'm, like, really bad with quotes and verses and stuff like that. It is from the book of Deuteronomy, which brings me to my theory for this video, going with Ezra being Paul, Varjak being Big A. So the book of Deuteronomy is the last book in the Torah, which is a Jewish book, obviously. And the name Ezra actually has Hebrew origins. I tried to look up Fitzgerald because we kept hearing all these random Guten Tag, Guten Morgen, and I didn't hear the third one in like little promo clips, which are German. But as Fitzgerald is Irish, but Ezra is Hebrew. Book of Deuteronomy is the last book in the Torah, which is a Hebrew book. So, do you guys think that was Ezra stuffing money in there? Why are they making Ezra appear to be shady in this episode? Do you guys think he could be A? Oh, I'd be so excited. But then at the same time, I'd be kind of mad because it'd be like a fake out A, but then he actually really is A. But anything would beat Wren. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode down below. I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.